Hello guys, nice to see you all. I just read a comment from the real Cletus. You can start it, Joe. Thanks for your advice. Yeah, it's great. Nice to see everybody here. Hello, Colin. Hello, Elegance. Hello, Owen Rogers. Peter Griffin, great to see you here. Glad you could make it. Nathaniel Hansen. Humble's Hobbies, it's great to see you all. OG Mikey, Rob, okay, just naming everybody I can see. Hello, if I've missed you, I'm sorry, but it's great to see you here today. If you haven't said hello or anything in the group, please just go ahead and type. It's great to get you guys involved, so yeah, please go ahead and just write comments as much as you want in the comment box. That's where you're going to get your main resource of knowledge, because I'm not really very good, but you've got a lot of really knowledgeable people in the chat that can answer any questions you have and stuff like that. So yeah, we all rely on each other. So yeah, really good to see you. It's too dark here, actually, we found. Maybe if we can turn the light on a little bit. We're just kind of setting up. It's a bit brighter. I still look pretty old though. Can anybody make me look a bit younger? Just under my eyes there. I haven't got my makeup on today, so yeah, that's the problem. All right, it's great to see you all. I actually put an update on this live stream and on our Facebook and everything, that we're going through some technical problems and that the live stream would be short today. However, I think I can stretch it out to make a pretty, half decent one. Basically, when I got in, there were no cars available that we were planning on showing, and the Fury wagon, which is for me is one of the biggest stars of today's show, that was not in a box, so we don't have a box for that. And also, I found that the drive shaft was broken, but we've managed to fix it. And we've got it working, so that's great. I can show you some of that. So I've got a few things to show you and talk about today. So I'll just quickly run through what content we've got. So firstly, I'll just give you a quick update on what I was doing in England recently, apart from visiting my family. And the next thing is the Fury wagon from Furitek. A lot of you maybe have seen videos on that already, but it's available at Fair RC and it's really cool. It's a great product, great price. And so I'm going to show that off to you today. Next, we're looking at the Way Cool McHugh K5 Blazer, which is based on the FCX24 model from FMS. And just going to show you some of the different options for that. And we're doing a giveaway with that. So stay tuned. Somebody on from this live stream is going to win the full version, the Combo C, which is worth $199 with all the upgrades and everything. So we'll be giving one of those away in today's live stream. Yeah. So if you're here for that, yeah, just stay tuned. That will be a kind of towards the end, I guess, of this show. And we also have a few more mods that I'm going to show off today. Nothing huge, or, if you've been watching our live streams, you may have seen a lot of this stuff before, but we're just going to have a quick look at it again. Okay, so quickly go through the comments. Hello from Arkansas. Is that how to pronounce it? Arkansas? I'm really not good at my American city names. Does that neon Fair RC light turn on? It does, actually. I don't think it's plugged in. Yeah, we should turn that. We should have turned it on. Yeah, if my boss was here, she would have turned it on. So yeah, that's one thing. Thank you for pointing it out. And it does turn on, and it's pretty cool. Unfortunately, we don't ship them because I think they're pretty fragile and they break quite. I think they'll break in the post, unless we manage to stuff it into like a Michigan foam box, which protects everything. Yeah, let's go on. We've got hi from the UK. Great to see you, Andy. I think I gave you misinformation, actually, and I'll explain that. But I think the other day you asked me where was the Fam Jam event held, and I tried to answer that correctly, and actually I was wrong. But I'll go into that a bit later. We are Kansas. Hi from Chicago. It's great to have people from all over today. All right, so let's get started. To begin with, just explain kind of where I've been recently. So it's been a long time since COVID first broke out that I haven't managed to get home to see my family. So this past few weeks, I went back to England to just catch up with everybody. And it was a really nice time. I took 2 weeks out to do it and managed to see everybody that I wanted to see a lot of old friends and reminisce about our old school days and things like that. It was a lot of fun. See my mum, of course, very, very important. And at the same time, I realized that around the same time of me going there, I was able to go to a really cool event called Fam Jam, which is an RC car event, kind of family style. And it's actually the biggest RC event or RC car event in England. So it was a really nice big deal for me. It was a really cool thing to go and see because we were sponsoring these guys. We hadn't planned to go and visit, but it kind of coincided with my trip. So we had a look. And I'll just kind of tell you a little bit more about Fam Jam and who these guys are. You may have seen them on Claire's RC. Claire's RC, Claire is kind of one of the organizers of the event. And so, yeah, she puts a video of Fam Jam. She did one last year, and I think there's one coming up for this year too. And you may have also seen it on Kevin Talbot's YouTube page. So they were both there at the event. But it's organized by a charity called MHAP, MHAP. And the charity is kind of looking at people with looking at helping people with mental health issues, such as social anxiety, depression, and things like that. And what they do is they use RC cars as a way to kind of get people to firstly just come out of their house, get people socializing and interested in doing something together, and then building trust as a unit and kind of creating a unit of support for each other. So they do really, really awesome work. And every year they put on this event as a kind of fundraiser and also to raise awareness. And it was really nice to just go there and meet everybody. A lot of the organizers themselves have been through mental health issues and kind of have come through it because of this group. And everybody there was super friendly and nice, which was, it's really cool. And I think if you're in England, you should definitely check it out. Next year they'll have another one. And their charity runs throughout the year, and they hold like small events, every month and things like that. So something definitely to check out. So I went to the event, and on their Facebook page, it said that they were in Andover, which is in the south of England. And I guess I didn't check it properly. I'm quite kind of casual with my my travel. And so I booked a ticket to Andover, and there was a strike on at the time. So it was quite difficult to get there. I had to kind of go a long way around. And I finally got to Andover and then called a taxi to take me to the event. And the taxi driver said, no, this is not in Andover. This is somewhere near London. So I had gone completely the wrong way. It would take me like several hours to get back. And eventually I managed to get back to the event. I joined it on a Saturday, which was their busiest day, but it was also a day when it was raining. The organizer, Anthony, he was really kind enough to show me around and show me all of the different stuff they had going on. They had like huge ramps for jumps, and they had like a monster truck section with lots of mini ramps, and they'd made this really cool scale crawler course which was, it was both like an indoor and outdoor stuff, and mainly for 110 scale, but we tried it with the kind of mini crawlers that that we would normally sell at Fair RC, and we found that while they couldn't do everything, they still managed to do quite a lot, which was quite fun. And yeah, it was really nice. And yeah, I saw Kevin Talbot there. I met him there. He was there for only one day as well. Him and Claire were there together, and he took part in some of the competitions. And it was great to get a photo with him and just tell him how much I like his channel and stuff like that. Yeah, Kevin Talbot. He's quite shy in real life, I guess. He's a shy guy, but he was very friendly, and really everybody was happy to kind of just be around him, and there was quite a buzz about the event because they were there. So yeah, he's moving. I saw that on his channel. He's moving. I didn't see where he's moving to because I didn't watch the whole video, but he's leaving England, I think, which is quite interesting. So let's go on. I'm going to move on to the first product of today, which is the Furitek product. Furitek have just released an RTR, which uses their high-tech motors, and it's a really nice design, which is the first, I think it's the first ever brushless motored RTR, in like mini crawler RTR. And it's very, very nice. I'm going to show it to you now. Okay, now Furitek have done this together with Hobby Plus. So you can see the branding along here. We've got Furitek and Hobby Plus. And so they're using, kind of combining their resources to make a really awesome platform. And something that we're all going to have to pay attention to, because it's kind of pushed this industry forward a little bit, and it's going to be hard for other companies to release more cars that don't compete with this. So other companies are going to have to up their game in order to compete with something like this. And I'll kind of just go through with you what it is and why it's so cool. So this one, first of all, I just quickly explain like the appearance of it and the exterior side. Okay, so this is another power wagon. We've got so many power wagons now, it's unbelievable. I think we could do a whole show just showing off all of the different power wagons that we have. I think it's like 10 different power wagons now. Okay, and yeah, so this is another power wagon, and it's very similar in body to the Hobby Plus Harvest, which has just been re-released as the CR18P Evo, and I've got one of those to show you now. So this is the Hobby Plus. This is the CR18P Evo, and it's this is the Harvest, available in 2 colors, which is like this metallic gray color and also a kind of maroon red. And so you can see it's very similar in style. There are a few differences. So you can see the headlights, which are on here, have been taken off. Some of the biggest differences are found in the fenders. So you can see the difference in the fenders here. We've got this one, which has is kind of a short one, whereas this one is much more shaved and creates much more room for flex, which is pretty cool. So they've kind of gone for performance here and a really aggressive kind of look. And then the back also, the rear fenders on this one, whereas this one is completely flat and shaved. So I think I actually quite like this this design better than this one. I also think the paint job is better, and the stickers are even cooler. I think I'm not too fussed about the stickers on the Harvest. Not sure what you think. which has got like some corn. it's got pictures of corn, and it says harvest, 3 stars. I'm not sure if that's 3 out of 3 or 3 out of 5. But this one, yeah, the stickers look cooler. The more aggressive look makes it look nicer, and just the paint is better. So yeah, another really interesting thing is this one had the light bar, but there are no lights, no LEDs installed in there. So if you wanted to light them, you'd need to cut a hole and then feed the LEDs through. Whereas this one, there's a hole already cut in the back, and it's wired up along here. So these ones are, I think the design is a little bit nicer. I also prefer the bed. 2 things about the bed. So this one, you know, it's the same color, is that metallic gray. And so it's all kind of one tone, whereas this one has black. And I just think that looks nicer, personally. And the other thing is it's shorter. The actual bed, if I lined it up properly, you can see that that it's the Fury is a little bit shorter than the Harvest. Same wheelbase and everything. So it's the same platform almost as the CR18P, but you can see the wheelbase is the same. The wheels are the same, but just a little bit shorter creates a little bit more departure angle. And I think it just looks a little nicer than this one. What do you guys think? Let's go through the comments and have a look. Okay. Any members here from Hobby Plus Mods and Fun on Facebook? Well, we are. Yeah, that's a good group. And if you're interested in the Hobby Plus stuff, definitely join it. It's not quite as, doesn't have quite as many members as the FCX group or the Axial group. So I think it would be really great if some of you could join that if you're not already. And heard that, bet it looks so cool on the trail or rocks. 2FMRC is here. I haven't seen his comment, but yeah, welcome, Matt. And I painted the doors on my Apache similar to the Harvest, but with an apple and some tooled leather patterns. Okay, cool. So let's have a look at the like some of the more important differences. And we're just going to open it up now so you can have a look. So just like with the Harvest, you have these body clips, and they're easy to pull off, a little bit fiddly to put on. Generally, you don't notice them too much when you're driving. Okay, and it comes off. This one, you've got to be careful with this one because the lights are connected. So I'm just going to take those lights out here. Okay, so you can take the body off. So this is what you get. This is the chassis inside. It's the first thing that I notice with this one compared to the Harvest is the shocks are actually damper oil-filled shocks, and they are much better than the Harvest. Yeah, they're much nicer feeling, much more sturdy, and just give you that cushioned feeling, you know, instead of that springiness which you get from these ones. These ones were just standard friction shocks. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, they're not that great. This one, yeah, these ones feel really good. Aluminium capped, and so they actually keep the oil in, which is really important. It's quite hard to make these mini ones without oil spilling out, and they've done a pretty good job with it. So that's the first thing I noticed. The second thing is the frame is aluminium, so it's a really sturdy frame, and you know, that's a really nice thing. Extra quality, which you don't normally get from these mini crawlers, you know, in order to keep the price down. It has a lot of adjustability for where you want to put the shocks. So you can like completely adjust it according to how you like it. You can tune it, you know, whatever you like. and that's really nice. Okay, so that's kind of the immediate things you see. But then if you have a look inside the motor as well, so you see the motor is actually tiny, and this is where Furitek really come in. And so this here is a oh, I've forgotten my names. It's a Viper, I think. Where's my computer? I did make notes. So this is a Viper. Sorry, Venom motor. Sorry, lost my mind there for a minute. And it's, yeah, so this is actually a brushless motor, which basically means that it can be much smaller and lightweight, but also have much higher torque, which is great for crawlers. So these are really the ideal kind of motor that you want for a crawler. And it's rare, and it's the first time it's ever been a brushless motor in an RTR crawler. So it's pretty cool. Apart from maybe the first Furitek car which came out, which was, what was that called? I forgot. But Furitek did release a really expensive RTR, but this one is much cheaper. I think this is a major selling point. This is only going to be $199, and that's a really, really big thing, I think. Apart from that, okay, we also have a, so in here, the transmission is full metal gears, and it has a larger battery, which is going to mean that you can run it for quite a long time. You know, I think, I haven't tried it myself, but I would expect like up to 45 minutes, an hour maybe even, with such a large battery and this lightweight motor. And then it's got a the receiver, which connects to the standard kind of transmitter, which you'd normally get from Hobby Plus cars, which have the dip switches here, which control your drag brake, and yeah, and also can what's the other thing that they do? So drag brake, and also can switch from forward brake reverse to forward and reverse, which is how you like it. It's good to have that kind of option, and it's really easy to adjust the transmitter for that. It's also nice to have these dials, so you can adjust the steering trim and throttle trim very conveniently. One-handed steering, really nice. So this mini receiver connects to the transmitter, which is very convenient. So we don't have to change that transmitter, and yeah, it goes the same transmitter as the Harvest. And then also we've got connected to this is the ESC. The ESC is the Lizard Pro, which is a really good, very good Furitek product, which is you're able to actually control with Bluetooth. You can download an app called Furitek, and you can control that with your phone to actually tune it the way that you want it. So all in all, a really nice, strong product. And we're going to turn it on and see how it goes. So let me put these lights back in. Okay. Now, the power button for this is right at the front, as it should be. Where is it? Lost it. Was it at the back? Oh, it's at the back. I didn't notice that just when I had a look at it just now. Yeah, so the power button's just at the back, and it's easy to reach even when the body's on. So that's one advantage. Bear with me a moment. See if I can get some comments. Lights, I'd assume on on channel 4. I'm not sure. I think it might be like permanent lights, but we can have a look. I think it might be permanent. Okay, nearly got that clip on. There we go. Okay, so let's turn it on. So we're going to do the turn on the car first, and you just have to kind of reach your finger in quite far into there, but you can reach it, and there's that noise of the motor turning on, and give it a moment. There we go. Okay. Okay, cool. So the first thing I noticed just there is it's got a real kick to it. So it's actually quite responsive to, yeah. And it goes pretty fast. I'm just gonna run it across the table. Okay, it's quite durable, I hope. And but I think the cool thing about these brushless motors is how torquey they are at a very slow pace. So let's try that. I'm just going to put my hand down here and gradually press the throttle and get it going. This is just in stock form. So it's really, really, really slow, straight out of the box, and no problem with torque whatsoever. Very cool. Very cool. There's a lot of power in that. It's great that you can adjust it however you want. And just look at that slow crawl. You can hardly even notice it move. Wait, it's not moving at the moment. Here we go. It's moving now. It's moving now. And you can hardly even see it move. And I don't think I've ever seen a crawler RTR, like a mini crawler, straight out of the box, going this slow before. If I had any complaints about it, I'd say that like I need to press this throttle down a little bit before it actually does anything. So it takes a little bit of getting used to how it goes from, yeah. So you see there it's going very slow, and then it kind of kicks in and goes faster. Goes faster suddenly. So you have to kind of get used to the transmitter a little bit for that. But yeah, it's very, very cool. As with all of the CR18 products, the steering angle is really good. Yeah, very, very nice steering angle. That was one of the first things that really impressed me when I first played with the rock fan. Yeah, so let's turn it around. Very nice. You can do the whole thing on the table. Yeah, it's about 1 meter, I think. Very cool. And what else do we have? I didn't mention that this also comes with portal axles with metal gears inside. And all in all, a really, really nice product. My only complaints with this would be that it's another power wagon, because we've had so many different power wagons over the past year or so, and it is, we kind of would love to see some new bodies, which would be cool. And I'm sure they're probably going to release a new body for this. It's a great platform, so hopefully they're going to come out with some new bodies as well. And I just say maybe like for this one, if you're looking to upgrade it, one of the cool things is a lot of the CR18P upgrades would also work with this. So if you're looking for like the steering links or the wheels and tires, yeah, these would be the upgrades for these are already available. I'll show you. We have a black rock fan here, which is looking pretty nice, and we've actually installed the Batrazzi wheels and tires onto this. So the Batrazzi wheels and tires actually fit quite nicely on this already. These have steely wheels, very nice, yeah, very easy to install, and a nice kind of retro look to them. These are available in black and silver, or not silver, kind of like gunmetal. and very nice, and have foam inside. And so these would be suitable for this. And I think that would be one of the first upgrades, especially just getting that extra weight in the wheels would be one of the things I'd suggest for that. Yeah, all in all, really nice product. Let's go through, have a look at some more comments. I'm just going to go back. Hi, everyone. Haven't gotten into the little ones yet, but the more I keep looking at them, the more I want to get a couple. I think now is a really good time to get them because it's, yeah, with the kind of ability that they have these days, they're a lot of fun, and they can often do the kind of stuff that you'd expect a larger crawler to do. I guess the main difference between the big ones and the mini ones is with the big ones, you may be walking a lot. You may take it up a mountain, and walk with it. These ones you'd be more likely to be stationary and just watching the car go up and down a smaller kind of obstacle course. That's not to say you can't walk with these. They do go fast enough to be able to kind of trail with them. But yeah, maybe on bumpier surfaces, it's going to be kind of more stand and play kind of thing. Arthur, I'm hoping for better than just pink. Andy, try refreshing. Yeah, sorry if you're having any problems with the live stream. It's sometimes best just to refresh and have a look, see if that helps. Fix that in the app. Is this talking about the throttle, the problem that I mentioned before? That may well be something that you can adjust on the app. You're right. So that's a really cool thing that it comes with that, and it just gives you something extra to play with. So how about new bodies instead of repaint, Joe? Well, I'm not the one behind it all, so obviously repaints will be more common because they're cheaper and easier to do. New bodies are a big investment, and so they have to be with a really popular platform and things like that. Bearings or bushings? Oh, I think it's bushings. But one of the cool things that I forgot to mention is that as opposed to this one, which uses Phillips head screws, this one uses hex screws throughout. So that's worth the asking price by itself, according to a lot of people. So yeah, that's a really nice addition to this one. Yeah, okay, got to body swap it for sure. Throw a trimmed up rock van on there. That would be cool. It might have to see how that really works. You would have to trim it, I think, and see how that looks. But something we could look at. I love that Unimog. I still have that. Have my Unimog 6x6, although it's a 4x4 now. That's cool. I'd like to see that Evo van done up like the 83 GMC Vandura in the 18 paint job. We actually have a video in which Josh from Texoma RC did a body kit, and he put it together and then did the 18 body, which was really nice, very good. Drive shafts are beefed up a bit from the Evo also. Thank you for mentioning that. I didn't notice. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but the drive shafts on the Evo are a little bit thinner, a little bit more fragile than these ones, which were a bit beefier. Yeah, and you're going to need that with the extra power that you get from the brushless motor. Okay, and that's about it. Okay, cool. So thank you very much for your comments, guys. Keep them coming in. But that's a really nice product. I love how short it is at the back. It actually just feels nicer, I think. If anybody's wondering about scale, I'd say this is quite a realistic 1:18 scale car. We could compare it to some others that we know are decent scale. This is 1:12 scale, Land Rover. It's quite a small one. There's the difference there. Kind of similar. That is a small 1:12 scale. I have another 1:12 scale I'll show you later. what else have we got to compare it with? Let's do it with this. So this is the 1 to 18 scale Toyota Helix, and it's broken at the moment. Let's try and fix that a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to take it off. And this is 1 to 18 scale, and this, of course, is supposed to have a longer wheelbase. You can see the differences there. Ooh. Any scale enthusiast will be able to tell you if that's about, so which one is, if that's about right. But 1 to 18 scale Helix is a lot bigger than this this Power Wagon. So yeah, interesting. I have a few broken bits. Okay, let's turn it off. Don't forget to turn it off. Okay, if you're just joining us, so just quickly mention again, this one is $199.99. It will be released on the 20th of September. So just look out on our website for that. You can pre-order them now. So yeah, I think this is one that every really passionate RC car mini crawler enthusiast is going to want one of these, just because it's a kind of game changer. It's something that we haven't seen before, and it's the first of its kind. So really important one in the industry at the moment. Will other companies like Axial and FMS follow? I think that's a really interesting point. I think they will follow eventually, but I think it all depends on that price point, because at the moment the Axials and FMS cars, they generally go for around $150, or around about that. And so whether people are willing to really spend that extra $50 to get something really really good, that's something that those big companies will be thinking about. Is it worth doing and pushing that price up that high? $199 for this, I think, is a really good deal, but is the mass public really going to follow? We'll see. Okay, so let's go to the next one. All right, so I'd like to talk to you a little bit more about our K5 Blazer mod, which we did with William McHugh, which is called the Way Cool McHugh. And just going to introduce it to you for a minute and tell you a little bit about the car. Okay, yeah. So this car actually comes in 3 different combos, depending on your price range. And I really like that we do tailor for people with different preferences. So this is the combo A, and I'll tell you a bit more about it in a minute. But you can see the car has been repainted basically in this red and gray, graphite gray color. It's kind of, the gray is kind of shiny, I guess we could call it, and it's a really nice paint job, and that's basically what you get in combo A. But you also get the McHugh interior inside, which unfortunately I can't show you through the camera. The one problem with these is that the windows are dark, are tinted, so that you can't really see the interior. But the good thing about them is that when you don't have that interior, you see all the wiring underneath. And so this blocks you from seeing the wiring. And then if you do have a look inside, you can see there's steering wheels, there are seats and things like that. So it just adds a little bit of scale, to your enjoyment. And these, you can also do stuff with the windows if you want, so you can take the windows out and stuff like that, so you can see it better if you want. So that's combo A. And it goes all the way up to combo C, which has a lot of very nice upgrades. And it also has a really cool part from William McHugh. This is a 3D printed part that it's basically a rear bumper that swings open, and you can and you mount the tire and the jerry can on it. It also has a little hitch for a trailer. So this is a really nice scale part from William McHugh. These are pretty cool, I'd have to say. And yeah, when you see it, it just adds that extra touch, which makes it look cool. So I'll just quickly explain kind of how we came about this this mod. So we often do repaints. So Jeff, is it Jeff Makovich, is just giving me a hard time for doing a lot of repaints, and that's often what we do, because we like to kind of take an FMS scale model, usually FMS, but can be other cars. And then we'll repaint them different colors, different styles, to give it a fresh outlook and kind of maybe appeal to people that just didn't buy it because they didn't like the color to begin with, and give people more options. That's often what we do. And this time we wanted to do something a little bit more advanced, a little bit more special maybe, and something that would really show off our mods. So we got this idea of working with William McHugh. William McHugh is a 3D print designer based in America, and has a really great reputation, I think, in the community for his innovative parts. And yeah, he's just an all-round great guy. He has excellent American car knowledge, especially. And so when new cars come out, people are often intrigued what kinds of parts McHugh can make for to fit them. So we wanted to work with McHugh for a couple of things. And at first we kind of gave McHugh free run at it. He could just give us his suggestions for what he would like to make for the parts. But over time, it kind of drifted away from that, because we have to look at at budget and costing, and we have to think whether it fits or not with our plan. So we ended up changing quite a lot from the original plan. But we had based it on Way Cool Junior, which is a K5 show truck, and it's very different from this one, in fact. But that was the initial idea, and we kind of started from there, and then we tried a lot of different things. And yeah, and so we've been working with him, and through a lot of emails and communication, we came up with the final two pieces that that he would be contributing to this mod. And we kind of chose them based on, we wanted something that would really change the outlook of the car, and we wanted something that would really show off the kind of things that McHugh can do. McHugh can make parts that are that help with the performance, but he also makes a lot of these really nice scale features for the cars as well. So we came to this one, which we thought just looked really complete, really nice, and the interior, which is attached, is pre-attached, so you don't need to install it yourself. Oh, it looks like I've been playing with it and didn't turn it off. Save the battery. So yeah. So this one comes with that interior pre-installed, and then this part you need to install yourself. So that's the first thing that we did. And what I wanted to say was, we wanted to give customers a kind of chance to experience 3D printed parts, which is very niche kind of at the moment, and people maybe have heard of 3D printed parts, but not had the opportunity to really try them out. So that's what we were aiming for here, and yeah, that's kind of how it all got started. There was some interesting story I wanted to tell you, but I've forgotten. So please forgive me, and I'll maybe remember it later. So yeah, I'm going to take off the body for this. So you can have a closer look. Okay, just take out the lights. Okay, so this is the FCX24 platform. It's a 24 scale car, and it's from FMS. And we've done, so in Combo C, we also worked with a company called Bertrazzi. And I've heard a few different pronunciations of that name, Bertrazzi. Some people calling it Bertrazzi. I think for me it's like a bit like pizza, so it's got that sound. So I'm going to call it Bertrazzi. And we're working with Bertrazzi, and they've contributed some really nice parts in the same color scheme that we, that we've got here. So they've contributed the chassis links, steering links with the servo, which really helps out. So you don't have that bendy steering link problem. The wheels are always parallel to each other, which is really nice. The K5 had a kind of floppiness to it at first. These shocks give it a much nicer kind of bounce to it. It's really cool. Let me try an original one. So you can see the difference. Yeah, just have a look there, and then have a look at this one. It's really nice landing, right? And they come with also steely wheels and brass wheel weights as well. So that just adds that extra bit of performance to the car. And yeah, that's kind of what we're aiming for, kind of that extra performance, but also that look of that having slightly oversized tires and all of these anodized red parts. Very, very cool. And the thing about this is that if you add up all of the parts that we've provided with this mod, it comes to about $300, and we're selling it for $199.99. So you get huge value from this. And whether or not you want to use all of these parts, I think I've got it around the wrong way. Whether or not you want to use them all for this car, or you want to use some of them on another car, it's totally up to you, right? So, but you get those good quality parts which you can, use on different things. So that's basically the idea of this. Normally when I'm not talking, I can just put it on, but when I'm talking, I end up not thinking straight. So the three combos they're all very good value, really. The first one comes with the interior and the repaint, and is $159.99. So that's an extra $10 just for the repaint and this part. I think $10 is pretty good value, considering these are not mass produced. These are painted by hand, and so it takes time. And so we have that $159.99, and then for $169.99 you get this same one, but with pre-installed steely wheels and Bertrazzi tires, already pre-installed for you. And so that's $169.99. So just for those wheel weights, which normally cost like $22.99 for a set, I think. I'm not sure. Please, you can check it for yourself. But just adding those wheel weights and the other parts, it's a lot of value there. And so if you're going to get a K5 from FMS, I think this is now the one to get, especially Combo B, which gives you those wheels and tires, is really close to the original K5, only $20 more, and you get much better tires and wheels together with it, which is pretty cool. And then Combo C, which is this one, is $199.99. Now for this one, you have to be kind of aware that there are some parts, like especially the McHugh parts, which are intended for scale details and just looking cool. If you want a scale appearance, then that's something that like an option that you can add. And then if you want it more for performance, then just bear in mind that the rear bumper has that extra weight on it and kind of shifts the balance of the car a little bit. So you need to just be aware that that's something. So you might want to kind of counterbalance that with some more brass parts or something like that, or maybe just take off the rear bumper if you want more performance. But the options are there for you, and it's great to have that. Whether you're going to use it totally or not, the value is still there. So it's really cool. I'm just going to go through the comments for you guys. I've been talking and talking, you get like you have so many things you want to say, so you have to kind of just get through it. But I'm gonna go through the comments and see if I can reply to some of them. So the links and shocks come in a separate box and you have to put them on at home. That's correct. Yeah. And I'm not sure if the comment from Quinn, it said black Batrazzi. I think that may be talking about the wheels. And it's one important thing to note that the black wheels are nearly sold out now, and we're going to switch over to these metal gun wheels quite soon. So if you want to get the black ones, then you should first of all try to order it as soon as possible, and secondly, just leave a note that that's like your preference. Otherwise, we're probably going to switch over to these ones quite soon, which I think also look really nice. So we have, it's a great looking scale rig. I think it looks pretty cool too. I get the sheets from Armain. Okay. Does anyone know where I could get some axle pins for the hex adapter wheel on a Rock Hobby Magnum 1/18? Thanks in advance. I think for any, are you looking for upgrades or are you looking for replacement parts? If you're looking for replacements, then we should be able to help you out with that. For upgrades, I'm not sure, but you can check out companies like Endura and Trio. They often support FMS products. I'm not sure if they'll have something specifically for the Magnum, but they might have something that fits. Yeah, okay. And those Batrazzi Steelies are the best Steelies. Thank you. We've had a lot of good feedback about these Steelies. Just partly it's the look and the ease of installment for them. And yeah, so we're really glad to have these available at Fair RC. And yeah, the wheel weights in them are also really nice. And the fact that you don't need to add those wheel weights to the costing, so they come together, and it's cheaper than you'll find a lot of other brands. So that's also a really good plus. When's that brushless mod happening for the FJ45? I don't think that's happening. I'm sorry, did we tell you that was happening? Maybe it's a miscommunication, or maybe an idea that we had that we didn't go ahead with in the end. Would McHugh and Batrazzi work together to make a brass rear link stretch kit? Maybe we could think about it. We haven't got any plans. Well, they haven't got any plans as far as I know at the moment. Okay. Fit the FCX wheel nut better than any others. That's also true. We made them especially for the FCX, so they're really, really good tires and wheels for that. Okay, the Batrazzi parts are extremely impressive. It's great to hear such positive reviews from this. Obviously, we're the first dealer for Batrazzi, and we've been working closely with them. We know a lot of the community really likes FMS products, but feels maybe they're not quite as well supported in the aftermarket section than Axial. So we kind of helped to kind of start Batrazzi and get it going that that we can maybe be able to offer that to our customers and just improve the kind of offering that FMS can give. So yeah, we've been working together on that quite well, and it's great to hear the feedback from you guys on it. The Bertrandsi wheels are vented. Yeah, the tires are vented. You can hear that. Yeah, so that's nice. Just be careful when you're going through mud and water and stuff like that. Does set B have the oil shocks too? They do not. Yeah, they don't come with the oil shocks. If you go to our page, you'll find that there's a little table at the bottom of the poster that tells you exactly what's in each set. And so if you're not sure, which set to get, just have a look at that and you can compare them quite conveniently. Just keep your eye on that. Models over my, I prefer my FMS ones. Forward to that. Jeremy Hummel has taken the patrol car, the highway patrol mod, and has done something really interesting to it. So keep an eye on our channel over the next week or so. We've got a new video coming out showing kind of how to do 3D printing parts and how Jeremy Hummel likes to work on his cars, and we'll see what his final product was. But yeah, looking forward to that. And gonna be sick. Oh, sorry, Quinn. Did we put you off something? I can't. I need to read quickly what was said before that. You can cut body pins for axle pins if you need stronger than paperclip material. Metal. Sorry. Says you only have one set of Bertrandsi tires in stock. Is that true? I'm glad that they're selling out. I think we did give a lot of them away, but I'm sure we'll get more coming soon. Yeah, no worries. Okay, getting black Bertrandsi for highway patrol. That's a really good idea. That will look cool. Okay, so we're kind of getting really late on now, and I haven't mentioned a couple of other things. So let me quickly tell you a couple of other mods that are coming out very soon. Tomorrow, I think, unless it's changed, tomorrow we are releasing the pink FJ45 for anybody looking for something a little bit pinker. Yeah, it's a repaint. Sorry, Jeff. It's a repaint, but it's a really nice one. Beautiful pink color. We had our pink Land Rover here. You can see they're different styles. This one's a glossy, kind of softer pink color. And this one has got that lipstick pink and black kind of look, that kind of licorice all sorts look to it. I think these would be very cool with a little model. We have got a model over here. We might put them in. We've got one of these. I think it might be just about the right size to fit into one of these vehicles. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I love the movie, and this character and the artwork of the movie as well. It's very cool. So yeah, we might get one of those in for next time. And yeah, so we've got this one coming out, and the price. Do you know the price? No. Not sure the price, but will be a little bit more than the standard version. And we've just released our white wedding mod, which has a choice of 3 different color roofs for both single cab and station wagon. And so this is the green one. I'm just going to kind of gently put it on, not install it exactly. Yeah. Come on, Joe. You can put a roof on, right? Okay, there we go. It looks really cool. So this is the white wedding mod. And the idea for this is just like give you something that you could transport the wedding rings in, or you could drive it down the aisle or something like that. Just using that kind of classy look of the Land Rover. Yeah, you could also embellish it with some like flower accessories or some scale cans or something like that. But yeah, it's nice that you also get that choice of 3 different roofs for it. So you have white, I'll just show it to you, green, white, and black. Okay, so that's, it's nice to have that kind of choice. That's already available on our website. You can buy it now. So that's about it. I'm just going to go through the comments and then we'll say goodbye. Thank you very much. It's been nice. I didn't think I would have enough to talk about for an hour when I first came in today. Thank you for staying with. Oh, I didn't do. You guys are like, you never even mentioned the giveaway. You guys have just been enjoying the show. I can't believe it. You never mentioned that I forgot to do the giveaway. I'm just about to say goodbye and I didn't do it. All right, so let's do the giveaway. So the giveaway is for the Way Cool McHugh, and it's combo C. So you get all of the Furitek parts, all of the McHugh parts that come with it, and this nice paint job. It's worth $199, and it's and so the giveaway is very simple. All you need to do is start typing McHugh, okay? MCCUE, McHugh, McHugh, McHugh. Press McHugh and then enter, type McHugh, enter, type McHugh, enter. And I'm going to count down from 10 and then take a screenshot. Whoever is at the top of my screen when I count down from 10, when I take the screenshot, will win this McHugh car. Way Cool McHugh. So, yeah, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, I have the winner for this. Yep, good. Spelling is correct. Okay, you can stop typing. I have the winner. And I will tell you exactly who is the winner as soon as you click like on our live stream. Please click like for more giveaways. Clicking like will let us know that you like giveaways. You want us to do more giveaways in the future. Click like so that we know that you want more of this. Okay, the winner for today is the real Cletus. The real Cletus, I'm just going to show you my screenshot. He's at the top. Okay, McHugh, there we go. So congratulations, real Cletus. You've been here since the beginning. Thank you very much for your patience and congratulations. All you need to do is contact us by either our email, which is somewhere, support@fairrc.com, up there. You can contact us by our email. And anybody else who has any questions can contact us by email or contact us on Facebook. And then we will give you a code that you can use to buy the K5. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy it. And thank you very much for supporting FairRC. We will be doing more and more giveaways. So please subscribe to our channel. Click like if you haven't done already. And yeah, if you haven't won this time, you can win next time. Okay, hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay, bye-bye. See you next time.